From humble beginnings to baseball glory, the story of Clayton Kershaw's slider. July 2nd, 2025, 11:49 p.m. EDT. When Clayton Kershaw took the mound for his Los Angeles Dodgers debut on May 25, 2008, he hadn't yet unleashed the pitch that would define his illustrious career. Back then, his arsenal did not include the slider, a pitch that would eventually become synonymous with his success. Fast forward to today, and Kershaw has racked up a phenomenal 1,312 strikeouts on that very slider, including his celebrated 3,000th strikeout against Vinny Capra of the Chicago White Sox just last Wednesday. Back in 2008, which ironically was also the year pitch tracking technology made its debut, Kershaw primarily relied on 94 miles an hour four-seam fastballs and 74 miles an hour curveballs. His very first strikeout came against St. Louis outfielder Skip Schumaker, who was sent back to the dugout after a powerful 95-mile-per-hour fastball aimed right at his chest. At the time, Kershaw's primary fastball was arguably the most valuable single pitch in baseball. However, his early years were marked by inconsistency, particularly due to his struggle with controlling that key fastball. Perhaps it was his youth or his still developing mechanics, but Kershaw walked more than 4 batters per 9 innings during his first 2 seasons. Interestingly, Kershaw didn't just throw fastballs and curveballs in that debut match. The Dodgers encouraged him to practice his off-speed pitches even in the minor leagues. As manager Joe Torre mentioned after the game, they wanted Kershaw to utilize these variations to fully prepare for the demands of the major leagues. Even though his changeup was something Kershaw experimented with throughout his career, it didn't stand out and eventually faded out of his repertoire by 2023. The reason? He discovered something much more exciting: the slider. By the end of May 2009, facing the challenge of hitters avoiding his slow curve, Kershaw was in search of a breakthrough solution. That's when Dodgers catcher A.J. Ellis recalls their bullpen session that marked the advent of Kershaw's slider. "Our bullpen catcher at the time decided to experiment," Ellis mentioned, "and the first slider Kersh threw was nothing short of perfection. It was instantly clear that if he could throw it accurately, the slider could become a powerful strikeout tool." Following this breakthrough, Kershaw's newfound weapon shone in his next game when he struck out Carlos Ruiz, leading fans and teammates in all. Since then, Kershaw's slider has consistently ranked as one of the most effective pitches across the league, offering Kershaw a valuable additional asset that he could precisely control either within the strike zone or outside to induce swings and misses. His control improved to the point where walks dropped below a 10% rate thereafter. The slider has evolved over the years, adapting its speed and movement to maintain its effectiveness. Initially, it was a gentle, slower pitch nestled between his fastball and curve. But the peak Kershaw slider, between 2014 and 2017, boasted nearly 90 miles per hour and a whiff rate of over 25%, making hitters miss on a regular basis. Despite a slight decline in velocity, Kershaw's slider remains a potent weapon. Nowadays, he favors the slider over his fastball to outmaneuver batters. Even though it's become a challenge to elicit swings and misses from a White Sox lineup focused on making contact, Kershaw in command of his slider proved invaluable in keeping the game hoof, culminating in his landmark 3,000th strikeout. It's remarkable to consider that such an essential pitch wasn't even on the radar in Kershaw's early major league days. What's your take on Kershaw's evolution? Did you see the slider becoming his signature pitch? Share your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss.